thank you, everyone, and thank you for resisting till the end. I'm conscious that it is quite warm in here, so thank you all for making it till the end of this. I hope that it met expectations and that you come out of this with sort of more insight, more ideas, more inspiration than when you came in. I wanted to thank the presenters and the panelists and the moderators for supporting. So thank you all. I also wanted to thank the task force. So none of this would be possible without the work that the task force has been doing. So an incredible group of people, and I just want to sort of
yeah, no, I very much echo that, and I'd like to thank Kelly as well for giving me a promotion to CTO. So I'm not, I'm the R&D boss, so I've got all of the fun and none of the accountability. So just to make that clear, but no, very much echo the words from Laurie in terms of thanking every person of the task force. It's a fantastic collaborative effort, and we'd love to welcome more people into that party. But with that, we promised an opportunity for Q&A at the end, and this is the opportunity. So if you have questions from any of the presentations towards any of the panelists or ourselves, now is the time.
In the meantime, while we get the microphone, there is also a QR code that you can scan that will give you the list of the demos that I promised earlier. It will tell you who to contact, where you can find the demos. This includes a demo that IBM and Vodafone will be presenting, as well as many others. So please scan the code and take the time to go and speak to some of the people that have been involved in some of the work, some of the early work around post-quantum cryptography.
Yeah, it gives you the hall and it gives you the people to talk to. So we have a question.
Yeah, we don't really have a question. We have more of an advertisement, but I think it's a relevant one. You talked about standards quite a lot, in particular the NIST work. NIST work is on the algorithms, critically important. But there is also the ETSI QSC group, which PQTN is involved with, as indeed is Sandbox AQ, who chaired the last session. So a lot of the things that have been discussed here are being standardized there, all the things that sit around the algorithms. So there's work there, or there's already standards existing on migration, and further ones are being produced. There is work there on some of the verticals. Vehicles is one of them. We'd love to have people from other companies coming along so that we can standardize in some other areas as well. But there was discussion about hybrids, that's classical and post-quantum hybrids. There's work going on there because although that may well be part of the solution, there are issues and complexities involved with that, and there's work going on to explain to companies what the issues are there. There was also stuff about what one needs to do with regard to symmetric cryptography and whether it is actually as much of a necessity to go around doubling the key sizes given the cost and timescales that people referred to earlier. Do you need to do that? Again, there's work going on in that group to advise precisely on that topic. So I would just say I would encourage all companies to get involved in that and to have a look on the web pages to see what's there. And I think you'll find that that is useful. And it's a work that is done in collaboration with PQTN. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello. I was just wondering what's the role of telcos in balancing the risk and opportunity of quantum, and perhaps communicating that with clients.
So we're doing both, as you say. So we're today we've been focusing more on the threat side of things, but certainly from a quantum computing and quantum technology perspective more generally, we're looking very much at the opportunities as well, and how we would actively use the technology to improve the quality of our networks, or actually just our supply chains or our logistics. We're looking at a whole multitude of use cases. So we at the same time, it gives us, I guess, a little bit of informed insight into how important it is for us to prepare against the threat as well, because we're witnessing just how quickly this technology is maturing, which is great from the perspective of trying to use it, but it also raises the bar in terms of making sure that we prepare in good time. given the complexity of the operations that we have and the fact that we have vulnerable cryptography across almost every single business and technology domain. Other questions? Please. We should have one of those once a year. I'm not going to throw this.
The fluffy ones.
Yeah. Not, this one would cause an injury.
Hi, I'm Leandro Veltri, co-founder of Use Encryption. I will quote Diego when you talked about diversity in solutions. Potentially the solution for this problem might not be coming from the more obvious places. What would be your advice for a startup trying to come up with some of those solutions? And how can we even, play in that field when we weren't even born, for instance, when the NIST competition started 7 years ago?
So given that we're meant to be given the opportunity for panelists, I'm going to invite panelists first. Does anybody want to have a crack at answering that before?
Yeah, so hi, it's Gary from Digital Capital. So what you can do if you speak to me afterwards, because the government, the UK government recognizes that, right? And we're going to have to fast forward the education process, not just the education process, but the building the ecosystem end to end, which you're going to need to secure these networks. And the scale-ups and the startups have a particular place in that they are, let's say, they're the bedrock, let's say, of the algorithm world, the way we see it. When I say we, I mean including the UK government, as well as academia. But it's the scale-ups and startups that's going to bring it to life. The problem the scale-ups and startups have, as you quite rightly said, is how do you get into that field, and even how do you even connect with end industry? So we may be able to help you with that.
Thanks, Gary. Hi.
I'm Ghosh, Arkit. Just wanted to mention that we've been selected for 2 awards for Glomo, and along with the likes of Juniper, BT, who are partners and also part of the PQTN group. So collectively, we've done quite well by getting selected for those 2 awards in mobile security. So
well done.
Thank you.
Good luck. I think we may have time, Yolanda, for one more question.
No, I think we did.
Okay, so I'm a student. I may not be the type of people that is here, but you were talking about upskilling people and that the talent is going to be in the high school and whatever. I'm in university finishing, and I don't know where to get the resources to get into this playing field that I'm really interested in. And I just wanted to ask, where can we get this information?
Gary?
Come and speak to me.
I think.
Thank you.
On a serious note, for instance, at Digital Catapult, we have relationships with over 20 direct relationships with over 27 universities, but we've also got the remit from the UK government to also find the talent abroad as well, because we want to cooperate. We want to cooperate internationally. So we always have state visits from Japan, from Spain, from Germany, from Taiwan, all of these places. And the reason why is they want to know how we can cross collaborate, because if you take quantum, it's not going to be a UK thing or a US thing. So we're going to have to work together to solve these issues. So.
It's not UK. I can only. And we are in the UK. Yeah, not that I haven't. No, seriously. Recently, it's 2 years ago, one of my girls decided to go into selecting a master on this kind, on quantum technologies in general. There is a reasonable offer all over Europe. I'm not going to say. The problem is that it's true. It's not well centralized, and you have to go here and there. But I would say it's. I can tell you in the UK, in France, in Italy, in Spain, in the Netherlands. There are many places in which they offer for postgraduate. Right now, it's not part of the graduate teaching, but it's for the postgraduate. Look, and you will find. That's John for whatever. That is from Tantan, from a Tantan book. Yeah.
Thank you. And with that, because Yolanda's making frantic motions at me, we have to call a halt. So thank you again. I'm going to give the final word to Laurie.
There is a networking room over there, just in case you want to continue some of the discussion.
Yeah, okay.
Yolanda will be here?
Thank you.
Yes.
But
So, thank
otherwise,
you,
thank
everyone.
you.